in any situation of oppression, those who stand on the side of the oppressed are the friends of the oppressed. So who stand on the side of the oppressed Palestinian people, regardless of what Palestinians use in their disposal in resisting this kind of merciless and brutal and savage oppression, like, yeah, those are our friends, you know. And we of course know who are the friends of our oppressor, like all those countries around the world that supply our oppressors with the diplomatic, economic and military means to maintain that oppression. Those are not our friends, you know. They are the friends of our oppressor. Like, we have leaders of white regimes all over the world who continue to express their gratitude and support and unconditional support to Israeli criminal behavior day in, day out. Like, we had this lunatic from the EU who was congratulating the state of Israel for making the desert bloom, as Palestine was ever, you know, a desert. Like, we, you know, we have winter that makes this desert to bloom every single year. You know, not the state of Israel, but like, we know who are the friends of our oppressors. We know who are our friends, but also we know that there's a whole lot of people who choose the side of our oppressor by remaining neutral on the face of this brutality. So the massive majority on the planet are not our friends. The massive majority of the people on the planet are confused, neutral, or supporters of the brutality of the Zionist regime in Palestine. We can try to fight, you know, racism with facts. We try to fight propaganda with truth. We try to stand high against the brutality. We continue to survive Israeli oppression and will continue to be inspiring. Like, among us, you will continue to have inspiring survivors, but also you will find like depressed or depressing like survivors, like those Palestinians who want to have some kind of like diplomatic or peace with their oppressor. Continue to have that, you know. But the long story short, oppression is not sustainable on the land of Palestine. Past 6,000 years, sorry, have witnessed the rise and fall of nearly 23 different civilizations. The current regime is one in a long line of failed oppressors, and the exact same fate that faced previous oppressors will face this one. But in the end of the day, like, the failure of this regime is not going to happen on its own. The failure of this regime requires drawing the resources of this regime from all over the world. They are oppressed by racist people that are imported from all over the world, not from one side. Like the Ben Gavir, like fascist that Osama mentioned, he's not white. He's worse. He's like the black enslaver, because he's an Arab. His family are Iraqi. You have something like some of the most emboldened like fascist criminals who are in charge of our lives, and they are emboldened because the resources to support their fascism are open, made available, are and unconditional. So what we need is, once again, we need this regime to be exposed for its new true nature, and we need it to be sanctioned. Like, apartheid South Africa was more powerful than Israeli apartheid. It could not survive 4 years of sanctions. This regime is not going to survive more than a year of sanctions. Our friends, we hope that our friends will grow in number and will grow in strength and will be able to start shutting down Israeli embassies as soon as possible.